Alright, hello, welcome to another video about Marvel Rivals, and some new information just dropped. They released another dev talk, and I make a video for every dev talk they release, so I like to get straight to the point, so let's go. And again, if you want to see me make more videos about this stuff, please leave a like, comment, all that stuff, but yeah, let's go. Dev Talk Volume 3, Designing Superheroes. And if you didn't hear from the title I just said, this one's going to be about designing the superheroes, so yeah, I'm going to start reading now. Marvel Rivals is the ultimate superhero showdown, but creating these larger-than-life superheroes and villains is no small feat. We're talking about characters with more powers of all sorts, from Spider-Man's web-slinging antics to the Hulk's, well, we know what the Hulk does. Each of these characters comes with a laundry list of powers, personality quirks, and 85 years of backstory, especially if you're Neymar. Our challenge is to distill all that Marvel magic into playable characters that not only do justice to the originals, but also deliver heart-pounding, joy-inducing gameplay that'll leave our players wanting more. So how do we turn these beloved icons into virtual powerhouses? It's not an exact science. We start by diving deep into each superhero's lore and distilling their core essence. Then we ask ourselves how we can push them while adding a dash of gameplay pizzazz. After that, we blend until we get something that feels just right. Then comes the fun part, finding their perfect fit among our classes. Vanguard, Duelist, Strategist. Pouring in their abilities, personalities, nitty gritty mechanics, and style to create a concoction that'll stand out against all of our other iterations. It's a wild ride from brainstorming to testing and tweaking, and sometimes they even have to start over, but we're committed to giving you the most authentic Marvel experience possible. So yeah, if you weren't paying any attention to what I just said, those first two paragraphs were about how they even come up with the characters, the design process, testing process, all that stuff. And we do get confirmed that there are three classes: Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist. And I assume people like Spider-Man would be a Duelist, Captain America, I think he leaked actually, so I don't know. Actually, I forgot. Loki will probably be a Strategist. They actually talk about Hela later in this, so I guess we'll find out. I guess we can categorize her, but yeah, let's continue. And they actually talk about Loki. Let's talk Loki. For instance, we kicked off his design focusing on capturing his mischievous side. They asked ourselves, how do we push Loki to be the ultimate trickster, outmaneuvering enemies on a battlefield with his flair? So after some serious brainstorming, we figured, forget brute force, Loki's all about using brain power to help pals and outsmart baddies. Jesus Christ. With his core essence in our back pocket, we cooked up a game plan for Loki that's unlike anything else. We're taking illusions, surprises, switcheroos, battlefield vanishing acts, and the best part, shape-shifting into other characters to bamboozle everyone, even fooling his own team. When Loki goes incognito as a foe, not even the keenest eye can spot a difference. And that's also confirming a gameplay mechanic of his. We already knew he had this clone ability, but you would think maybe that, like, oh, the enemy team can spot like a minute difference and be like, oh, that's not our Loki. But no, you will not be able to tell if the Loki is on your team or not, which is, I don't know. I think that's very cool. But again, I haven't played the game to see if that's like an issue or not. I'm pretty sure it won't be. I'm pretty sure he might still have the red on him. He'll just be a different person. You can still like tell. But anyway, let's continue. This next paragraph is about Hela, and Hela was the first character they officially announced that wasn't in the gameplay. I'm sorry, the reveal trailer, and she'll be in the beta, not the beta, the alpha, as we know. And she's the Asgardian or the slash Norse goddess of death. So let's see what they have to say about her. As the Asgardian goddess of death, she's all about that deadly grace mixed with a hefty dose of aggression. Our big idea for Hela? Picture her as a ruthless and precise death goddess who's also a master of manipulating souls. We wanted every player who put on Hela's crown to feel that precise soul-snatching power. Inspired by everything from the 2011 Fear Itself comic event, specifically New Mutants 29, to more recent iterations, we armed Hela with a lethal lightning-fast basic attack, the ability to transform into a storm of crows, and even more so that players could feel the power of this Asgardian menace. Those who meet their end at Hela's hand find their souls harvested, enhancing her abilities. Her ultimate move is a pure underworld grandeur. When she unleashes it, she becomes a colossal, beefing up in health, dishing out even deadlier attacks, looming over the entire battlefield like the goddess of death. And they actually have a comic strip here, and it's about Hela, obviously, and I guess they're depicting what it could look like in game. So you have Hela being surrounded by a bunch of enemies, and as she gets attacked, she gets swarmed, all that stuff. She literally turned into a flock of crows, a lot of crows, not really just a flock, like thousands of flocks. It looks like, but anyways, But yeah, that's probably a depiction of what this ability, her ultimate, could look like in game. And reading it, she kind of reminds me of Reyna from Valorant. If you don't know, Reyna is only good if the player using her is good. There's no like other way to put it. Her thing is getting kills. Her ultimate's getting kills. Blah blah blah. Killing people is her thing. And maybe Hela, the more kills you get, the more impactful you are in the game. The less kills you get, the less impactful. So I don't think this is ever going to be a thing about being overpowered, because you have to actually be getting kills to earn this ability. It looks like because you need the souls harvested from people, which enhances her abilities. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. They have something like that in the game that, like, maybe you don't really want to play with the team. Maybe you're like solo queuing in rank. You can pull out Hela and be like, let me wipe the floor with the other team. Or you can pull out Hela and just be bad and then not be very useful. But yeah, that's yeah, that's funny. And that's about it though. I'm going on to the next paragraph. But it's not all rainbow bridges and cotton candy. We face challenges that would make even Thanos break a sweat. Balancing these powerhouses is like herding cats, except these cats can shoot lasers from their chests. Our superheroes and villains are all about those jaw-dropping moves. Picture the Hulk bouncing across the city, Storm gliding through the air, and Spider-Man zipping around town with those trusty webs. These powers are what makes these characters so special, and of course we want to serve up that same adrenaline in the game. But hey, let's be real. Marvel Rivals is a competitive shooter. We totally get it. Keeping the game fair and balanced is crucial. Nailing that sweet spot between power and gameplay has been one of our biggest ongoing challenges. We've got a pretty solid vision for our heroes, and our goal is to stay true to the heroes. As we previously stated in Marvel Rivals, shooting isn't about guns. We're not about to have Hulk lugging around a rifle, Black Panther toting a shotgun, or Iron Man scrapping it out slowly on the ground. That's a kill the Justice League diss right there. That's funny. Diverse combat systems such as team ups and adding a boatload of deaths are what make this game special and fun. It's a whole new combat frontier, and we're constantly fine tuning it to keep our hero lineup feeling fresh and fierce. It takes a lot to make sure that these are all unique fighting styles working together, but hey, we're up for the challenge. And really, what that entire paragraph, those two paragraphs are really saying are like, they realize that the game is a competitive shooter. They are going to prioritize balance over like character power, and they might need some help with it. Just a small teeny bit of help with it from the young gaming community, the people who play the game. And balancing is very important. I wouldn't want an overpowered Spider-Man in an underpowered Iron Man. I wouldn't want Hulk to actually be like crazy. I would want them all to be balanced, obviously. I'm glad that they're going to focus on that. And I'm glad that they do struggle balancing them, because I feel like if you struggle with it, then you can know your limits, your upper limits and your lower limits on how good a character can be. And if I was a betting man on who's going to be the most broken, I'm going to say Storm. I don't know why. We haven't seen any Storm gameplay. I'm just going to say Storm. And I like Storm, so she's going to be broken day one, easy. If you play Storm, you're carried. Anyways, that's that. Those two paragraphs. I'm gonna go on to the last one, which is the last one, a quick one. So what's next? Well, we want you to dive into the chaos, sling some webs, and smash some things, all while giving us the lowdown on what works and what could use a little bit more gamma radiation. Marvel Rivals is just getting started, and we're counting on the fans' feedback to keep it on the path of greatness. So suit up, dive in, and let's make Marvel Rivals the hero shooter of our dreams. And that's just confirming there will probably not be another dev talk before the alpha in 5 days. That's what that sounds like to me. So yeah, I think that's a very good dev talk to have. Last week, was it like last week they had a philosophy dev talk on what went into the game design and all that, and now this is literally the design of the characters. This is even more game design. We got confirmed that there's 3 classes: Vanguard, Duelist, Strategist. Um, I wonder what Vanguard means. I really do, because Duelist, okay, obviously the people who are gonna fight the most. Strategists, people who are like more sneaky, But I wonder what Vanguard means. We got attack, we got sneakiness, so I'd assume protection. But again, I don't know that for sure. But I like this dev talk. Balance. They also talked about balancing the game and how they're gonna take community feedback from the alpha to help balance it for, I'd assume, the beta. It's good. And that beta will obviously lead up to full release. And yeah, the alpha does start in 5 days, and it'll end May 20th. This is like a really good dev talk to have. I don't really have anything else to say. I thought the Suicide Squad game reference was hilarious because I haven't played that game in weeks. I got it for the story. That's all I got it for. It was interesting, but yeah, that's it. Dev Talk 3 is in the books. Next one will probably be during the alpha. So yeah, I'll that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace. And before I truly go, a known credible leaker, Miller Ross, has been leaking some information about the characters in the game. Scarlet Witch, Rocket Raccoon, all that. And there's even some videos on my like the character like select screen. Not select screen, but you know the animation characters do when they're like selected, blah blah blah, that thing. And if you want me to cover those, I can. I don't even look at them because I feel like no one would want to know. But I don't know that. That's why I'm asking. So if you would like me to cover those leaks, I can. That video will be out later. But yeah, now it's finally goodbye. So peace, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.